This is Scott the Fix-It Guy. Today we'll be looking at the Miele dishwasher, how to do some disassembly, part identification, and how to do some of the part removal. So first thing is we want to siphon out any water that's remaining in the sump so that we can tip it over, it won't spill. Got to make sure we either unplug it or turn off the breaker so there's no power. We disconnect it from the cabinet, lay it on its back, then we just have to remove these 4 screws, and that'll enable us to take off the bottom panel. Once the bottom panel is off, the drip pan will have access to most of the major components of the dishwasher. Here we can see a lot of the parts that make the dishwasher work. Sometimes they need replacement. Here we can see the heater pressure switch, and here's the instructions from the manual on how to remove that. Actually pretty easy. Here's the heater pressure switch itself. It does have a blue modular electrical connector that you can just pop out. Then you just turn the switch to the left counterclockwise and you can pull it right out. There's the connector. It'll also have a ground connection you have to remove, which is just a spade connector you can pull off. Pretty easy. There's our spade connector. And here we have the heater relay. So if the water isn't heating up, you're not getting the steam, you might need to replace your heater relay. Pretty easy to do. Just held in with a few screws and a modular connection. And this is the top solo valve that controls the dishwasher cleaning just the upper trays. So if that isn't working, you can easily replace this component. Just making sure the connections on there tight. This is the drain pump, which I've never had to replace one of these on the Miele dishwasher, but if you did, you can just twist it right off. Very easy. It's good to spin the little top fan to make sure that it's spinning okay. It's not jammed up. There's a capacitor, you gotta watch out. These can hold a lot of energy, and even when it's unplugged can hurt you. That's the temperature sensor. I've never had to replace one of those. They usually just keep going forever. But if you do, you can just push it out from the sump and then you can pop a new one in. This is again here's our circulation motor. And this one is expensive, about 400 bucks. Actually pretty easy to install, and they do wear out. Again, there's our relay box, dangerous motor capacitor. Watch out, don't touch that. And there's our heater pressure switch again, which often need to be replaced. They cause that intake drain light to keep flashing. And then these are a couple of screws on the front kick panel that you can remove if you ever want to just get in there without having to remove the whole dishwasher. And you can reach in and check the connection on this styrofoam float, and also to make sure the float can move up and down easily. If the drip pan gets flooded, this will float upward and turn on a micro switch, which will then create the drain to go into a constant drain mode. And this is the drip pan. We just got to make sure it's lined up correctly. We can look at this round part, has to come up and match up with the flood float. Then we'll just close that and we put our screws back in, and we have a functioning dishwasher once again. Here's a really good website where you can download a service manual for your Miele dishwasher. And appreciate you guys watching. Hope you can subscribe when you get a chance. Thanks a lot. Bye bye.